experience and the evolution from Bulbbul to Qala, both very, extreme, intrinsic characters. Yeah. And yet you've pulled both off with such ease. So how was that experience, really? The evolution of you as an actor between those years of Bulbbul and Qala?
It's been incredible. I think I have really grown as an actor. And as a human being too, working on these two projects. I remember being very, very nervous when I met Anvita for the first time. She was sitting in the office with a cat on her lap. And I was just...
I'm like Ajit, with a billy in my lap.
Just stroking them.
Yeah. And I was walking by and she's like, "Hi, I'm the director." I said, "Oh, hi." And then we just spoke about life. And then that's when she narrated the story to me for the first time. And, strangely, because I had done Laila Majnu at the time, and it was a theatrical, and it was one of the first 8 films that were, coming out from Netflix. So a lot of people told me that don't go into that space right now because, you've just done a theatrical, go for a theatrical, don't do an OTT.
No one knew what Netflix was at that point in time.
Nobody. And somehow I was like, if I say no to this story, if I say no to Anvita, it's, I would regret this decision for the rest of my life. So I told everybody that, let me just follow my heart, let me do this one, and then see what happens. I won't have any other person to blame tomorrow if it goes wrong.
But it worked.
It worked. So
the rest is history, as they say.
Rest is history.
And finally about Babil,
Yes.
Anvita. How did Babil come into the picture?
So I had a DA on the film. That's a director's assistant. Her name is Rabia Kapoor. She's incredible, very intelligent girl, beautiful, talented, wonderful. And I was, again, finding Jagan. Jagan for me is God's child, right? He's very special for me. And such an important role. It's vulnerable, beautiful character. So I had auditioned so many boys. And some of them were really wonderful, but did not feel like they were Jagan. And then one day, very casually, Rabia said, "Do you want to audition?" Rabia is Babil's childhood friend. They've been in school since kindergarten. So she said, "You want to audition Babil?" I said, "Wasn't he studying cinematography?" So she says, "He was, but he's in India right now. I think he might be open to, we can check." So I said, "Let me check with my casting people." So Casting Bay is my casting agency. I asked them. They said, and they showed me that they made a list on the laptop. Babil's name was, so they were also coming to me with that recommendation. So I said, "Audition him. Let's see. He's raw, but let's see." And then they sent me the audition. And what happened was, yes, he was raw. And yes, it's possibly the first time he was auditioning. And I could not, for me, the audition, it wasn't his experience or whether he was like acting or anything. He just felt like Jagan. I just saw Jagan. It was almost like I stopped hearing his lines and I was just feeling it. And I was like, okay, I want to meet him. I want to audition him. And then I auditioned him and he was just magical. I auditioned him with Rabia. Rabia played Qala. Of course, half of the time was spent giggling because they're children. But it was lovely. So he has got this part only on the basis of his audition. Only on the basis of his ability. Not because of who his father is. It is only Babil.
And that's very rare, really,
it's only
that you
Babil.
see someone come up despite having such, parents who were so popular, so famous, and despite that making it on his own with an audition. But Babil, cinematography to acting, you knew you wanted to be in the industry, in films.
Yes.
But as an actor, always?
I was just so scared of admitting that I want to be an actor. I realized I want to be an actor in the 8th grade when I went on stage for the first time, forgot all my lines and just improvised the entire play. And that was magic for me, that moment. And I knew that I wanted to be an actor there, but I was very scared of admitting it because of who my father was. And I remember the first time I told Baba, I was like, "Baba, I want to act." He was like, "Tumhare to, you are screwed." I was like,
why?
Why? Exactly. I was like, why? He's like, because you would think I am very, very, very good. So you would, so I was like, what the hell? But he's like, you explore. But then I got really scared. You know what I mean? So I couldn't admit it. But then, right, I think before he was passing, I think around that time, that's when he started to, come to
Kind
my
of
room
push
and be
you.
like, Babila, chalo scene karte hain. But no, I knew I want to be an actor, but I was just hiding from it because of who Baba was.